The psychology of optimal experience. Imagine this: you start doing something simple, maybe writing, playing a game, coding, or even cooking. Minutes pass, then an hour, maybe two, but it doesn't feel like time passed at all. You are fully absorbed, no distractions, no stress, just pure focus and enjoyment. That magical state is called flow. And according to the psychologist Mihaly, this is the secret to true happiness and peak performance. What is flow? Flow is a mental state where you become completely immersed in an activity. In this state, you forget time, you forget distractions, you feel energized, works feel like play. Athletes call it being in the zone, artists call it creative trance, scientists call it flow. Example: let me tell you a small story. A young chess player sits down for a match. At first, he analyzes every move carefully, but after some time, something strange happens. The outside world disappears. He doesn't hear the crowd. He doesn't feel tired. His mind and the chessboard become one system. Moves appear naturally. Hours later, someone taps his shoulder. Game finished. He looks at the clock. 5 hours passed. But to him, it feels like 20 minutes. That is flow. The science behind the flow. Researchers discovered something fascinating. When people enter flow, stress disappears, creativity increases, learning becomes faster, productivity skyrockets. Your brain releases dopamine and endorphins, the chemicals of motivation and happiness. That's why people feel deep satisfaction after doing meaningful work. The eight conditions of flow. According to the book, flow happens only when a certain conditions are met. Number one, clear goals. You know exactly what you are trying to achieve. Example: writing one chapter, finishing a design, solving a problem. Number two, immediate feedback. You instantly know whether you are doing well or not. Example: a gamer sees score increase, a writer sees words forming, a coder sees the program running. Feedback keeps your brain engaged. Number three, challenge, skill balance. This is the most important role. If a task is too easy, you feel bored. Too difficult, you feel anxious. Flow happens only when challenge matches your skill level. This is called the flow channel. Number four, deep concentration. Your full attention goes into one activity, no multitasking, no notification, just pure focus. Number five, loss of consciousness. You stop worrying about what others think, you only how you look. Whether you will fail, your ego disappears, only the activity remains. Number six, time distortion. Time behaves strangely in flow. Sometimes 3 hours feel like 30 minutes. Sometimes 10 minutes feel like an hour. Your brain stops tracking time. Number 7, feeling of control. You feel in charge of the situation. Even if the challenge is difficult, you believe I can handle this. Number 8, activity becomes rewarding. The activity itself becomes the reward. You don't do it for money or prize. You do it because it feels amazing. Where do people experience flow? Flow appears in many fields. Gamers, video games are designed specifically to create flow. Artists, painters often enter flow while creating art. Athletes, runners, and athletes experience it during peak performance. Programmers, many coders work for hours without realizing time passing. Students, deep studying can also create flow. Why flow creates happiness? Most people think happiness comes from money, comfort, or entertainment. But research showed something surprising. People feel happiest when they are deeply engaged in meaningful challenges, not when they are relaxing, not when they are scrolling social media, but when they are creating, solving, building, and learning. That is flow. The biggest enemy of flow. Modern life destroys flow. The biggest enemies are notifications, social media, constant interruptions. Every time you focus, breaks your brain needs 15 to 20 minutes to return to deep concentration. This is why many people never experience flow today. How to enter flow more often? Here are simple techniques from this book. Number one, remove distractions, turn off phone notifications. Number two, work in a time blocks, use 90-minute deep work sessions. Number three, choose meaningful challenges, pick tasks that stretch your abilities. Number four, set clear goals, always know what you are doing, what you are working toward. Number five, practice regularly. Flow becomes easier with repetition. The ultimate message of the book teaches one powerful idea. Happiness is not something that happens to you, it is something you create through focused effort. People who design their lives around flow activities, live more meaningful lives. So, next time you sit down to work, don't just aim to finish tasks, aim to enter the state where time disappears, focus becomes effortless, and work turns into joy. That state is flow. Thank you. Please share to your loved ones. Have a nice day.